Hello and welcome to another episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. This is Beriathan of the Citadel Guard of Gondor, and today we have a very special episode. Today is the first anniversary of the channel. 1 year ago I uploaded the first couple of videos, the preliminary words and the episode 1, Attack on Archet. It's been a long way, so yeah, take a look. We are in Lorien, and the Lorien at day also looks beautiful. So well, we've come a long way basically, and what's even better is that we have even a bigger road ahead of us. So very excited to take a look upon it and to celebrate the first year, and let us raise a glass for many years to come. So yeah, this is our celebration in here. And with that, we're ready to begin today's episode. So we can talk to Issuriel and continue the epic, but before that, I'm actually gonna take advantage of the time of day to meditate upon the hill of Caer Namrod before the day passes, because yeah, I haven't had any luck the past few episodes with it. You're at the spot at which Elessar and Undomiel plighted their troth, so we're meditating up Underloft. Well, I mean as well, these flowers are blocking my view, but anyway. We'll need to talk to Grawulun and complete this quest. I believe she's up top. Yeah.
Hail! What brings you to Lorien?
You have the peaceful look of one who has meditated, Beriathan, solemn and peaceful.
Sweet-eyed Rondir, stay a moment and speak with me.
Poor Moil threatens our golden wood for the first time in many a year, Beriathan. The ravages of our kind to the northwest, the unusually aggressive river creatures to the southeast. I worry that fear may be taking more of a toll upon us than we might admit to. I have an idea, and if you will help me see it to completion, it may aid in staying off the insidious dread that is the enemy's weapon. Now, the golden flower we call Eleanor and its pale counterpart, Nifredil, are nearly as much in the heart of every elf as is Caer Namrod itself, the hill upon which they grow. Their smell revives us, their gentle colors rest our eyes. Please pick some and bring them to my friends elsewhere in Lothlorien. Maliriel is the feast mistress at Imlight Lalite. Follow the road east and south until you reach the heights by the river. Ambendel is at Ehad Andestel. You may already have met him. Retrace your steps back to northern Nimrodel, southwest of here. Alan Fanuidol is west of Caer Namrod. There you will find Bahaneth, the quartermaster. Okay. And now we can continue the epic. We're gonna tell Issuriel
what happened following Mazog's capture.
What happened after Mazog's capture. Exactly. It is a pleasure to meet you at last, Beriathan, and I hope you will assist the Golden Host when the time comes to push forward into Mirkwood. Lord Celeborn has asked me to be involved in planning for the offensive, so in order to fully understand the mind of the captive Mazog, I listened to Corunatiel's account of his capture. With interest, I learned of your infiltration through the secret way into the throne room of Mazog, but Corunatiel ceased her tale at that point where the orc leader was captured. I pressed her for more information, but she said the memory was grim and she did not desire to relive it so soon. Tell me what happened following the capture of Mazog, Beriathan. How were you able to escape from the very heart of Mazog's throne room, and with the king of the orcs still in tow?
I am ready to hear the rest of the story.
I want to know how you were able to escape from Rushdurinul, the very seat of Mazog's power, with the orc king still a captive. It could not have been easy. It certainly wasn't. So, let us see how this ended.
Issuriel listened to the tale of your adventure along the secret road into Rushdurinul, where the Orc King Mazog was seized by the dwarves. But there was more to the story, and now she waits for you to tell it.
Okay, perfect. So if you remember on the previous episode, we did come in here and we ambushed Mazog thanks to the help of Bróin and the elves. And now we are gonna make our escape. But first... What did I do? Nothing? Okay. But first, yeah, Mazog here is a captive. Who's laughing now? Let us go. It is too soon to celebrate Overwatch, Beriathan, I know. But to have come even this far is something extraordinary. And yet, I wonder Mazog is of great value to the forces of the enemy. Can it be that they will consider a trade? If we were to bring Mazog before the gates of Dol Guldur, would Gorothúl accept Mazog's life in trade for that of my cousin Bori? I have sworn a vow that my axe shall end Mazog's life, but if greater good could be accomplished by his survival, well, it becomes a more difficult question, Beriathan. We cannot abandon Bori now. If we can trade Mazog for my cousin's freedom, we must do so. I mean no disrespect, Bróin, but this cannot be. We cannot show Mazog even the slightest mercy. How many dwarves has he slain? How many of our people have died because of him? This is enough, Orvar. How many elves and dwarves alike will suffer if Mazog is permitted to live, I wonder. What do you think, Beriathan? Alright, let us see. Let us see both ends of this. I agree, we must spare Mazog's life. I knew I could count on you, my friend. You were with Bori when he was captured after all. It must weigh on you as greatly as it does on me. If only I had never brought Sigelberg forth from the darkness where it lay. But it's too late for regrets. Instead, let us plan for the future. Though I find it distasteful, we have no choice unless it be to leave Bori to die in torment within the dungeons of Dol Guldur, and that is no choice at all. Mazog will live. We will bring him to Dol Guldur and trade his freedom for that of my cousin. But that's one end. And what if we say Mazog is too dangerous to remain alive? How can you say this? Did you not know Bori? You were there when he was captured. You know what he must be going through. Do not think for a moment that I am pleased with this. Mazog is responsible for so many of our sorrows, as was his brother Bolg and his father Azog before him. But we owe Bori this. We must at least try. No, in the end, you'll get the same result no matter what you choose, so let us spare Mazog's life. We need him. Thank you, Beriathan. It pains me, it truly does, but we need Mazog. I hope you two know what you're doing. It is my decision to make, and I have made it. Come here, Beriathan. Take these shackles, Beriathan, and use them to bind Mazog's wrists. They are made of iron and should be strong enough to keep him secure as we fight our way from this place. Fight me at your peril, man. Oh. I'm not afraid of you. You think these bracelets can bind Mazog in his own domain? You are a fool if you think I cannot sunder this with even the smallest effort. But I will wait until you are most vulnerable, man, and then you will feel my hands around your neck. Good, Beriathan, come here. Okay, so Mazog is in shackles now. Now we need to make our way from Rushdurinul, Beriathan, but I fear we have taken too long already. This place will soon be swarming with orcs. If we hope to escape from here with our lives and that of our captive, we need someone to manage the flow of battle. I suggest that you accept that role. You will need to tell us what our support role should be as the battle ebbs and flows. Should we focus on improving your morale, your power, the strength of your attacks, or the fortitude of your defense? Cut out your command by this banner and we will modify our support role. Try it now. Offensive support, I will say. I agree. A deadly attack is best. We are out of time. Here they come. Yeah, I don't think we really need anything else other than offensive support. Our defense and our morale are already at a good spot. So let us get some offensive support. Let us advance a little bit. The Dark Before Dawn did as well. You cannot hold me. My servants are numberless. Now is our chance. Let's move. What now? Get ready, here they come. Kill them, you miserable maggots! Come here. Can none of you kill these fools? You cannot hope to defeat my trolls. We'll see. Not afraid of a troll. Where is my other troll? Useless maggots, you only brought one? That's kind of funny. We're not out of this yet. It's never that easy, but... Oh, you leave Gorothúl alone. Worthless worm! Can't you do nothing right? Can we go now? More from the rear. Now is our chance. Yeah? Can we go now? Okay. I'm thinking while we go, how many times have we seen this this happened in the history of Middle-earth. An orc being taken prisoner. I don't remember ever listening to something like that. Yeah, that gives you an idea of how dire the situation is for the dwarves, for Bori especially. But oh, let me know if you know of any other occasion in which an orc was taken prisoner. I have not read every single Middle-earth book there is, some history of Middle-earth and Lost Tales books. So if you do know, please let me know. We're almost there. Once we reach Surturk, we should be safe. I don't believe this worthless curse. I can barely see. Please don't run that fast, Mazog. Are we there yet? We have made it, Beriathan. Is that what you think? It is too late, Mazog. You will never again rule in Khazad-dûm. Talk to Mazog, okay. Rule here? You think I want to rule here? I have no desire to rule this miserable kingdom. You have no idea what is happening, do you? Gorothúl's master is generous to his friends. He looks out for them. He tells them things. Mine will be the greatest of his armies. What reward do you desire? Gorothúl asked of me. Only the kingdom that should be mine, I told him. That place will not do, he said. My master has commanded me to draw forth the great terrors of the abyss. The kingdom will never be free of them, he said. And only fools would disbelieve his words. You think you have defeated them? You send them back to the deep shadow, but still they eye the world above. They hunger to return. Gorothúl made certain they would remember the way. He has broken free. Alright, give me moral support. You have forced Mazog to submit. Do not escape, yeah, serves you right. That was close, Beriathan, but we have managed to bring Mazog once more under control. I should have known he would have some fight left. One thing is certain, friend man, we will need to make some stronger shackles to hold our prisoner in the future. Quickly now, before more orcs attack, let us take Mazog with us and leave this place behind. Lorien looks beautiful at day, at night, anytime. Really.
Your tale teaches a valuable lesson. We must not underestimate Mazog.
The tale of your escape from Rushdurinul with Mazog still a captive was more harrowing than I expected, Beriathan, and I thank you for recounting it to me. If we are to work with the dwarves to bring Mazog to Dol Guldur as Bróin intends, we must learn from the lesson of your tale. The Orc King is not to be underestimated. I trust that Bróin's people are crafting new shackles for Mazog to begin with the most obvious lesson of your escape. But there is more, friend man. The words of Mazog make me wonder. Look first to your own doorstep before taking the fight to that of your enemy, it is said by the wise.
One thing Mazog said to you troubles me more than any other.
Much of Mazog's ramblings in the depths of Rushdurinul could have been empty bluster, the boasting and threats of a caged animal. But one thing he said troubles me more than any other, the revelation that the reward he seeks is the rule of another kingdom. Long have the orcs and the dwarves battled in the caverns beneath the misty mountains, and the lineage of Mazog has been at the forefront of that conflict. If Mazog, son of Azog and brother of Bolg, has decided to abandon rule of Moria, it can only be because he feels Moria will no longer be fit to rule. What great evil must his ally Gorothúl have set into motion in the depths that could so devastate the vast kingdom and make it unfit even for the rule of orcs? Return to Gwathrendath in the Foundations of Stone and speak with Lenglammel and Forglinn there. They have spent a great deal of time in the depths and may know something about what we might be facing. Alright. We'll go back to the Foundations of Stone in just a moment. But first, let us really quick pick up the Eleanor and Nifredil in the hill of Cairn Amroth. And we'll see if the elves we need to visit are too far away or not, so that we can decide if we're gonna do this before or after the trip to Moria. Eleanor here. There are a lot of flowers. Well, luckily they're not that far. Well, that's all for the Eleanor. No? Not yet? Okay. One more still. And the Nifredil. Well, let me see. I think we can leave this for later. So let us take advantage of the fact I didn't map my milestone to another place. I still have it linked to the Shadow Refuge. And let us go there. Alright, here we are. And so, let us see where to first. I think I'm gonna first talk to the Forge Master here
will defy Durin's bane.
and reforge some of these allies. Perfect. And now we can go to Lenglammel and Forglinn and see what else. What else do we need to do?
I share the concerns of Issuriel. There is more to Gorothúl's interest than we have uncovered.
It is good to see you again, Beriathan, for I share the concerns of Issuriel. There is more to Gorothúl's interest in Moria than we have so far uncovered. Great terrors dwell in the deep places, this we know, for you have faced several of them. Nameless beasts that fear the light of the sun, but also the servants of the Great Spirit that reigned in Moria and ended the Dwarf Kingdom. The Balrog of Moria now is defeated, but at the cost of Mithrandir's life and the vast extent of his power. But the servants of the Shadow and the Flame were defeated not by the power of Mithrandir, but by your courage and that of your allies. Take no offense at this, Beriathan, but your abilities do not begin to approach that of the wizard. I fear that your defeat of the servants of Durin's Bay may not have the permanence afforded that of their master's defeat. What do you think Gorothúl has done? I'm not entirely sure. We were not aware of his presence before your encounter with him at Savadgathel. If he had a purpose beyond strengthening the loyalty of the orcs to his master, he would have had the time to accomplish it. My instincts tell me he may have marked locations of interest in some way, made them somehow a draw for the spirits of evil that gather in the deep places. The servants of the Great Spirit that ruled in Moria for so long hunger to come forth. I fear Gorothúl may have devised some means of showing the servants the way. Can the servants not be defeated? The servants of the Balrog that ruled in Moria are not as powerful as their master, but they were there in the beginning, during the long dark before the world became as we know it. Unless a greater power than any we possess intervenes, they will be there in the end. You might defeat them for a moment, serving to weaken the forms they wear, but over time they will grow in strength and ferocity. If Gorothúl has somehow lit a beacon for these beings, that they may find their way back to these halls, then it is already too late. There can be no lasting victory against them for so long as Gorothúl marks lasts.
Your words confirm what I have been hearing.
From Lenglammel and Beriathan. Gorothúl set something in motion before he left for Dol Guldur with the captive dwarves and the mithril axe of the Iron Garrison. Did he work some evil to allow the servants of Shadow and Flame to recover their strength and return to places once thought free of their danger? Forglinn listens intently as you recount the words spoken by the Orc King within Rushdurinul. When next he speaks, his face is grim. I think Mazog was speaking the truth, my friend. I do not know very much about the war of the orcs and the dwarves, but I do know this. The son of Azog would not abandon the rule of Moria unless he believed it would become unfit even for his own kind. Years ago, his brother led the orc army to Erebor and died there. Mazog is the only surviving heir of Azog and would consider rule of Moria his birthright. Only a great terror like Gwathnor or several of the Carrick could devastate Moria in such a way that Mazog would be disinterested in controlling it. What you have told me truly came from the orc leader. Could Gwathnor possibly return? He only in Middle-earth possessed the power to destroy Gwathnor for good. I believe Mithrandir could have, had he not fallen in battle with its master. Few others, and none in Moria, though Gwathnor itself is a lesser spirit and of low rank among its kind. If Gorothúl devised some means of showing Gwathnor the way back to these halls, I fear it might be very possible for it to return when its strength does. Grawulun seem to be not red. We know little of the Carrick, but it seems they feed upon the earth in some way, drawing strength from the buried stone. Grawulun is known to the elves, and his is a name of dread. His was a weakened state in Buzun-ghâr, but if he is able to return and remain undetected for too long a time, let us hope that does not happen. The few scrolls that refer to Grawulun refer to him in the prologue. I hope that is merely an error and not a troubled reference to Grawulun's full strength. The more quickly we discover Grawulun's return, if indeed he does, the better for us all. His return could have terrible consequences. Okay, gotta go to Bróin in the peaceful path. Hopefully we can take a ride and shorten some of the road in there. Okay, let us take the Civil Master. Just finish loading. Yeah. Okay. And
These halls will be great once more.
we'll go to Thorak Bazan. Alright. And the Shadow Path, the Peaceful Path, sorry, is just a short trek from here. It's so much easier coming from here. Here is Bróin. To Bróin, please. Come on.
I had hoped to see you again on the shores of Anduin, but it was not yet to be.
I had hoped to see you again on the shores of Anduin, Beriathan, well on our way to exchanging the Orc King for my cousin Bori's freedom, but it was not yet to be. The elves of Gwathrendath are right. Gorothúl seems to have set some plan into motion here in Khazad-dûm. After you returned to Lothlorien to speak with Celeborn, Orvar went back into the depths of Buzun-ghâr. He said he had a feeling, some idea that things were not quite right. The wilting rod was already beginning to retreat, but he felt still some vile presence, and below the ledge where you handily defeated Grawulun the Carrock, Orvar discovered a dreadful ward covered in unspeakable runes. He sensed it calling into the depths, and smote it with his axe until it was destroyed. I believe Gorothúl left this relic in Buzun-ghâr in order to draw Grawulun the Carrock to it, Beriathan. Grawulun did not find that place accidentally, friend Warden. He was drawn there. Alright, seems my right click is not working for some reason.
Gorothúl may have left other relics of evil throughout Moria.
Now that Orvar has destroyed the hidden relic Gorothúl left in Buzun-ghâr, that cave should be free of danger. We need not fear that Grawulun or others of his kind will return to that place. But Gorothúl may have left other relics of evil throughout Moria. Indeed, I think it likely, and recent reports from our scouts indicate one such location. The Mirror-halls of Lumul-nar. Merivale have corrupted the mirrors of Lumul-nar that once fed light from the outside into the deep reaches of Khazad-dûm. The light no longer shines. A number of explorers ventured to Lumul-nar to investigate. You returned, reporting that the Merivale of that place have been given great courage. Their defiance is strong. What else have they been given, I wonder? A relic of Gorothúl's? The entrance to Lumul-nar is on the side of Zeraxigil amid the snow. Find the relic inside if it exists, and destroy it. Bring one or two allies with you, Beriathan. Alright, so this was one of the other things that was changed with the Moria revamp. This quest that now can be soloed, well, it has a solo version, and that's the one we're doing right now. Another change, we no longer need to make the way there. I believe that was not the case before. I shall have a scout lead you to the Mirror-halls of Lumul-nar.
To bring life back to the gardens of Moria, the Iron Hill garrison has crafted great mirrors and placed them upon the pinnacle of Zeraxigil. The light has failed, however, and the dwarves seek to learn why their mirrors do not reflect it as they once did.
Alright, so here we are. Mirror-halls. First we'll need to find a way down. Oh my god. Now, I don't think there is a way to drop in here without breaking a million legs. And here we are. Alright, let us push the lever. So that's what this instance is about. You push the levers to reposition the mirrors and reflect the light through the entire place. You gotta be following the rays of light. We have it in here. It seems now we need to reposition this. No, this cannot be repositioned. So what we need to do is actually start with this one here. Flex the lighting here. Okay, there is the lever for this one. Alright, that's all we need to open the path. Now it does reflect down below. I really like this idea of the mirrors in Moria. So having a full instance built around it, it's really cool. And it has this sort of puzzle elements of reflecting the light, which I really enjoyed as well. Especially now in the solo version that it's a little bit easier. We have the dead Lumul-nar Morval Slayer. We need to defeat 80 of them. There are not that many Mirror-vile in the solo version of the instance, so if you are grinding for the Zed, the best option I believe would be just waiting until you are high enough level and do the group version as far as you can go. I think if you're fast enough, you can even get to the final boss. I seem to remember that. But I'm not entirely sure. So here you see, we came from this entrance over there. It's reflecting the light to this mirror, to that one, this one, and that over there. So that's the one we'll need to check now. Alright, so now we'll need to activate this lever. And it sends to this other mirror, sends the light to this other mirror. We'll need to send the light to that mirror across the chasm. Now we need to find a way up to that mirror as well. And I think it's through here. But since the light here, this is a mirror that we cannot reposition. Ah, I see. But you can reposition this mirror in here and send the light one of these. It's been a while since I did this one, so trying to remember what's the way them to be this one. Let's try this one. Alright, that one did work. I think that one is up in the path and below. Not sure then what the other mirrors were for, maybe to throw you off, have you run around. I think the mirror, let's see, if you come down, being reflected onto this mirror. We'll need to find the way down there. Which I think is through here. So that we don't need to drop. I don't like breaking legs when I can help it. Alright, there he goes. So yes, this is the mirror where the light is getting reflected to. We'll need to send it to this mirror in here, I believe. Or, well, maybe not this one, but this one in here. Let us see, we can bring in the light. Shine upon this mirror reflected here. Okay, and this mirror will reflect it to this one here. We need to keep bringing the light down. And there you go. That's where you need to go. Now let us look for a way down. Okay, so this one you do need to drop from, I believe. I don't think there's any other way around it. Ah no, there was another way around it. My bad. So you're supposed to come from here. This opening in here, which the mirror is clearing for you. And when you come in here, you can turn the mirror the other way around. So you will block your retreat in a way, but then you will be able to move forward. So let me show you where this is coming from so that you don't need to take that drop as I did. It's in here. And in order to get in here, you come from here. So yeah, it does save you. It does save you the need to jump. But if you want to play it a little kamikaze-like, then you can just take the drop as I did and save you some time. I'm gonna do that because I don't feel like making all the way back after I have shown you the way out. So now we'll need to turn the mirror and open this other path in here. So let us look for the lever, which is in here. That opens the path. Here is another mirror reflecting the way down. And I think this is the last stage of the instance. This is the one that can be a little bit confusing and a little bit difficult if you are not fast enough, because basically in this instance, well, in this part of the instance, you need to reflect the light through many different mirrors, and what happens is that some mobs will spawn next to some of these mirrors, and they will create some sort of goo that will basically stop the mirrors from reflecting the light. And you need to do a lot of it to be able to reflect the light so that you can fight air gods down below. First of all, let us destroy the gift of Gorothúl. Which does look really sinister. Let us. A wave of dread passes through you as the relic is destroyed and it's gone. So in the solo version, you just destroying the relic will just open the way. But if you're doing the group version, you need to know your way around all these mirrors, because you need to reflect many rays of light to this mirror in here, and the light will be sort of amplified by this magnifying glass so that you can destroy this goo here and drop down to fight a boss. At least that's how I remember it.
We have failed the eye.
And after you defeat Ergoth, on the solo version there is not a chest for you to loot, which is a shame. You just get ported back to Bróin. Let us talk to him.
It is good you destroyed the relic within Lumul-nar.
I knew it, Beriathan. I knew you would find Gorothúl's relic in Lumul-nar. It is good you destroyed it. The Mirror we should be able to keep in check. If the relic had drawn Grawulun or another Kyrok to Lumul-nar, our success might not be as sure. So, agility, vitality, fate, some morale. Let us take this helm, and we might get the remainder pieces for the bonus. Not sure. And then you can replay the solo version if you like. Now we have Naladum.
Thinks another relic may lie within Naladum.
My uncle Bose sent word while you were out. He thinks he knows where another of Gorothúl's relics may be found, and the location is just as dangerous as Lumul-nar, if not more so. The water wheels of Naladum. Travel to the chamber of the crossroads with your allies and speak with my uncle to learn more about Naladum. Alright, let us do just that. So, as usual, we will muster in the 21st hall and take the swift travel to the chamber of the crossroads. So, where's the stable master?
The shadow of Mordor will not long fill the halls of Khazad-dûm.
And here we are. Now, you might remember that we also have these quests from the dwarves that are related to Lumul-nar, and and Naladum. For example,
Abide
here.
here a moment and speak with me.
I'm not sure if you can advance this quest inside the solo version of Lumul-nar and Naladum, and that's why I have not picked them. But I guess.
Abide here a moment and speak with me. Abide here a moment and speak with me.
I mean,
stand and speak with me. The fate of Khazad-dûm hangs in the balance.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know if I want to pick these quests, because if I cannot advance them on the solo version, then what's the point? Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Here we have Bosi. We're gonna talk to Bosi to begin the next stage, the Relic in Naladum, but that will come on the next episode, and that will give me enough time to check if these other quests from the other dwarves can be advanced in the solo version, and I will have an answer for you on the next episode. So that's been all for today. Thank you so much for watching today's episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you on the next one. And here's once again for another year of content and another year of Beriathan adventures in Middle-earth. So for the time being, my friends, stay safe, take care, good luck to you all, and I will see you later.